Well, a warm welcome to everyone joining. Thank you for being here. Go ahead and get yourself ready with a notebook. You can grab a pencil or a pen if you're so bold. Not a big deal, we're not graphing on this one. But whatever you choose to write with is fine. This is math from the void. Math coming at you pretty much out of nowhere. And today we have an interesting little SAT style problem, which is in the field of algebra. Yeah, this is a very algebra type problem. What I mean is you would see the structure behind this in algebra 1, maybe even algebra 2 again. You would revisit it, but you perhaps wouldn't be introduced to it in this way. So I think this is a great type of problem where it may look like you need to solve for x or maybe solve for y. Why don't you give yourself about 1.5 or 2 minutes? See if you can figure this out. I was tempted to put some multiple choice options. I didn't think it would be that enlightening to give you options to eliminate. So just go ahead and work it out. Get a nice clean answer. Or at least give it your best shot. And then when you're ready, you can unpause the video, come back, see how we did it here. Okay. So here we have if x plus y equals 7, so two numbers, x and y, add up to be 7, and we're told that their product, xy, is 18, find the value of x squared plus y squared. It's pretty simple and fast if you know what to do. Some people might think that this xy equals 18 is just kind of nonsense, and that maybe you can just say, well, this is just 7 squared, right? X squared plus y squared, that's x plus y, and then they're squared. So it's like 49. That should be the answer. Simple. What is the xy equals 18 even for? Yeah, no, that's not how we go about doing this. That would be the freshman's dream. That's what we call it. It's a freshman's dream. Don't be fooled, because these squares are not what they seem. The xy equals 18 is definitely important, and the structure that's illustrated here from algebra is definitely x plus y squared. We are going to use 7 squared. We're just going to use it very carefully. And I think this shows a really common issue that students make, especially on a time crunch. You're in a test setting, so I'm not going to expect you to be incredibly calm like if you're listening to music from the void, but you want to focus on situations like these because it's really easy for them to throw you a quick curveball that you don't even realize is designed to trick you. Here, if we have x plus y, the entire quantity squared, not just x squared and y squared independently. I know that x and y are independent here, but you should know that this is x plus y together and then squared, which of course opens up to x squared plus 2xy plus y squared. If that's not clear, you can just do whatever kind of multiplication you do. You can do FOIL, you can do box method, sometimes they call it different things. Right, so we have an x squared plus xy, but then we have an additional x times y. That's where we get the 2xy from, plus y squared. All right, so this is actually incredibly helpful because the xy is right here. That's what the xy was for. We need that additional piece of information for something. So, look out for where you can use that. You can clearly use that here. That makes it really easy to solve. If we put the x squared plus y squared together, and we just have 2 times 18, very simply, we get x squared plus y squared plus 36 equals 49. So that means that x squared plus y squared is 13. And that is our answer. Notice we didn't need to solve for x or y at all. Very easy to just get the answer by using this binomial expansion, not just taking 7 squared and saying that's x squared plus y squared. Well, as a bonus challenge, I think it would be a nice challenge for you to solve for possible values of x and y. It's an interesting question. The other interesting question is, do they have to be the same value? Do they have to be like, half of 7? That wouldn't seem to work, right? 3.5 doesn't work. Yeah, you might be interested to actually solve for x and y. That's just a little bonus challenge. If you get an answer, feel free to put the answer in the comments. But I think that's enough blab out of me, so I'll see you guys next time.